Hey everybody, I tried a couple of live broadcasts a few seconds ago and YouTube just wasn't cooperating with me. I think my internet connection on this phone somehow, my whatever connection is I have through T-Mobile is somehow screwing up. So going back to old ways, which is just recording on the phone and then uploading it later. So we are at game 4, which is the Cubs and the Phillies. Cubs are 2-1. Phillies are 2-0 after sweeping the Expos in their first 2 games. Starting lineups, and I took a hint or a suggestion from ID Jester. I was going to play this thing with injuries and rest, but ID Jester says if you're playing a season replay, you really need to do as played, so that's what I'm going to do. Therefore, Jose Cardinal, who got hurt in game 2, he's back on the roster, and these are the as played lineups, so I have inserted Cardinal back into his normal position, which is second place hitter and playing left field. And I took Gene Clines out and put him back on the bench. The Phillies have their normal lineup in, and you can see Bill Bonham against Wayne Twitchell is the pitching matchup. The weather for today's game was rolled at, I rolled a 20, which means bad weather. So singles here at the Vet are 1 to 6 for lefties. Home runs are 1 to 7. All right, and as I have been doing recently, I'll go ahead and open up a pack of 78 tops rather. When I say a pack, this is what I got from eBay. It's not an official pack of 78 tops. It's just random commons. So it didn't cost me very much. I didn't pay a whole lot for these. Just more for sentimental than anything else. But we'll see who we get. Maybe we'll get some Phillies or Cubs. So let's look and see who we got. I know the bottom card was Doyle Alexander, so I'll bring him on top. So there's Doyle Alexander of the Rangers, Marty Patton of the Royals, Mike Caldwell of the Brewers. There's Earl Weaver of the Orioles, Doc Ellis of the Rangers, Nino Espinosa of the Mets, Rich Childs of Minnesota, the Candyman, John Candelaria from the Pirates, Jerry Royster of the Braves, Bob Stanley from the Red Sox, Ellis Valentine of the Expos. There's Jim Spencer, big hit power hitting first baseman for the White Sox, Dave Concepcion at short, Dave Chalk for the Angels, Jerry Morales of the Cubs, Wayne Garland of Cleveland, Pat Zachary of the Mets. He came over in the trade for Tom Seaver. Carlos Lopez for the Mariners, Bill North of the A's, Joaquin Andujar of the Astros, Pete Lecoq, who is the son-in-law, I believe, of Peter Marshall of the Hollywood Squares fame, for the Royals, Cecil Cooper for the Brewers, Steve Stone from the Sox, Ivan DeJesus of the Cubs. He'll be the leadoff hitter in today's game. And Dale Murray of the Reds. DeJesus, first full season to get to play, came over from the Dodgers. 155 games, 624 at bats. Hit 266. And there you go. So there is the 78 tops baseball cards. Card break, I should say. Got a few more packs still left. Alright, so we are ready to get down to business now after having a little fun with the cards. So we will put Wayne Twitchell. And Wayne Twitchell, it was 6-10 on the season. He split time with Montreal and with Philly. But he started the season in Philadelphia, so since we're doing as played, he gets the call because he was the actual starter on this game played April 11th, 1977. And the aforementioned Ivan DeJesus is going to be the leadoff hitter. So we are all set, I do believe. We're ready to get going here from the Vet. First man up is DeJesus. 5-6 against Twitchell. 5-6 has struck him out, so Twitchell puts the K on DeJesus, one away. And here's Jose Cardinal, back from a brief stint on the injury bench. 6-10, struck him out. So back-to-back strikeouts for Twitchell. And Cubs, first 2 are gone without even touching the ball. Bittner, 6-8, lefty against Twitchell. 6-8, it's a ground ball to second. Handled by Sizemore, and the Cubs go meekly in the first inning. And Twitchell, very effective. 1, 2, 3. we go to the bottom of the first for Gary Maddox. 5-11. Bonham, 5-11 to fly to center. And there's one away. That'll bring up Larry Boa, switch hitting shortstop. 3-11, and that's a pop out to DeJesus at short. 2 down. 2 up, 2 down for Michael Jack Schmidt, as Harry Callis used to say. 2-3. He's going to pop it up to DeJesus as well, and that's going to end the inning. So nothing doing in the first for either side. And we go to the second. No score. And I apologize again why my live feed was not working. I don't know. So my only alternative was to record this on the camera and upload it. So it might be Sunday morning before this thing loads. We'll have to find out. Here's Mercer. 5-6. 5-6 is a fly to left. And there's one away. Here is Jerry Morales. 4-7 is a walk. So the first base runner of the game is a 1-out walk here in the second to Morales. Morales, no stolen bases on the season, was caught 3 times, so he's not going anywhere. Here's Ontiveros, switch hitting third baseman. Get a 1-7, and he's going to walk. So back-to-back walks, as Twitchell is losing his location for some reason. Bob Boone's going to go out and give him a quick chat. See if we can't get him straight. And here's catcher George Mittelwald. Mittelwald, a 1-5, and that's a single up the middle, single center field. Let's see about base running. Morales, Jerry Morales runs at a 12. He was being held, makes him an 11. Center fielder in this case is Maddox, and Gary Maddox in center field is a -2 arms, so they're not going to run on Maddox. They're going to go ahead and keep everything station to station here. Bases are now loaded with only 1 out for Manny Trio. 3-9. Oh, it's a 1, so it's a chance for a wild pitch. Was an 8. So Twitchell has an 8 or less. It's a wild pitch. It's an 8 exactly, so it is a wild pitch, and that will bring home the first run. Wild pitch from Twitchell. Puts runners now at second and third as well. Phillies going to bring the infield in early on. Try to choke the runoff. 112. Ground ball. Well, that infield in cost him because a ground ball shortstop A with a plus sign. That means it gets through for a base hit. And now I need to check the rule book and see if that's a 2-base advancement or a 1-base advancement. Let's see how that goes with the infield in. Let's see, I probably should know this by heart, but I don't. So I don't run into that situation very often. Let's see here. Oh, it's converted to a single 2 stars. It says here, it says convert. I'm looking at the rule book. 17.1, ground ball with the plus, and Super Advanced, convert the ground ball plus to a single double star only when the infield is in all the way, which they were. So it is a single with 2 stars, so it's a two-run single for Trio, and the Cubs lead it 3-0 over the Phils. So that one wild pitch really has accounted for 3 runs, if you want to look at it that way. And now the pitcher is up. Bonham, he hits off pitcher hitting card number 4. And he's in a bunting situation, actually, with a runner at first. So we'll go ahead and try the bunt. It's a 9, and he is a... Let's see what his bunt rating is. He's a bunter, which means he's a B bunter because they're looking for it. So a B and a 9 is a sacrifice. White die is a 1, so the white die being a 1 is the pitcher. So it's a sacrifice back to Twitchell. His only play is to throw over to first base, which is actually going to be Sizemore, the second baseman, covering, and Trio will move into scoring position. So Trio's in scoring position with 2 outs, and we're back to the top of the order. And Ivan DeJesus. So DeJesus with a chance. Pile on more. 5-10. Catcher X. Catcher is Boone. And if we look at the defensive rating for Boone, Booney, 2E4. 2E4. That's a 2 and a 16, so probably going to be okay with that. 2 and a 16 is a foul out, and as long as there's no error there, he's a 9, and he is an E4. E4, there is no 9, so it is a foul out, and that's going to end the inning. So that's going to do it. 3 runs come across for the Cubbies. 3 runs for the Cubbies. And we go to the bottom of the second. And it will be Greg Luzinski, the Bull, to lead things off. As Bonham, a little slow to get out on the mound for his warm-up tosses, is now back out there to face the Bull. He'll be facing Luzinski. Whoops. He'll be facing Luzinski, Johnstone, and Boone. Numbers 4, 5, and 6. So 3-5 for Luzinski, and he's going to strike him out. So Luzinski down on strikes, 1 away. Brings up Jay Johnstone. 3-11 for Johnstone. He's going to ground it back to Bonham, and that's out number 2. 2 up, 2 down, and here's Bob Boone. So knock over my D20. 2-7, that's a fly to center, and that's going to end the inning. So nothing doing there for the Phils, as Bonham has retired all 6 he's faced. And at the end of 2, it is the Cubs 3 and the Phillies nothing. Twitchell back out, trying to see if he can't tighten things up this inning. And speaking of tightening up, I need to find out where my D20 went. There it is. I got it. Okay. Jose Cardinal to lead off. 1-8 is a ground ball to short, and that's 1 away. Here's Larry Bittner. 3-8 for Bittner, and that's a solid single. So Larry Bittner continues his hot hitting. He gets a 1-out single, and that'll bring up the cleanup man, Bobby Mercer. Former Yankee, former Giant. Came over to the Cubs in the Bill Madlock trade. 3-11, and that's a ballpark home run diamond shot. Home runs are 1-7 since it's bad weather. But Mercer doesn't care. That's a 4, so it's a 2-run shot for Mercer. He hit it through the mist. So, home run. And I guess the same bad weather that caused Puxatawny Phil not to see a shadow in Pennsylvania is affecting the Philly area as well. But didn't stop Bobby Mercer from going deep. It is now a 5-0 ball game, and the Philly bullpen is up and active. Ron Reed loosening the Philly bullpen. 6-8 for Twitchell. Struck him out. That is out number 2. And that'll bring up Steve Ontiveros. 1-5 is a walk. That's going to keep the inning going. And it brings up catcher George Mitterwald. Mitterwald, a 5-8 rather, struck him out, and that's going to end the inning. But 2 more runs come across, and it is a 5-0 lead for the Cubbies over the Phils, as they've left the friendly confines of Wrigley, but carry their hitting sticks with them, and they hold that 5-0 lead. All right, bottom of the third, it is Dane Orge, who was later traded to St. Louis, but right now, it's part of the Bake McBride trade. Right now, Dane Orge is in Philly, and Bake McBride's in St. Louis. He'll come to Philly later. 4-5. Ground ball shortstop X, that is Mr. DeJesus. And his defensive rating is a 2E36. 2 and a 15, he'll get to that. A 12. E36 and a 12. E36, there is no 12, so it's a good play for DeJesus. And there's 1 away for Ted Sizemore. Second baseman, number 8 hitter, 6'5", struck him out. So Bonham retired all 9 he's faced so far. And they're going to go to a pinch hitter for Twitchell. He only lasts 3 innings, giving up to 5 runs. So Twitchell, an early shower. So they'll go to the bench to get a pinch hitter. And of course, they will also go to the bullpen and get Ron Reed. So Ron Reed's going to be the guy to come in later on. But right now, they're going to go to Tommy Hutton. And when he pinch hits, everybody listens. So there is Tom E.F. Hutton. He didn't think he'd pinch hit in the 3rd inning, but he's doing it. Hutton looking for the first Phillies hit. 3-7. He's going to fly to center. And that's going to end the inning. So nothing doing through 3 innings for the Phillies. As Hutton fails. And we go to the 4th. It is Cubs 5, Phillies nothing. And Ron Reed is in. Ron Reed on the season, 7-5 with a 2.75 ERA. He did start 3 games. Also had 15 saves, so he kind of did a little bit of everything for the Phils. And he'll be facing Manny Trio to start things off. Then the pitcher Bonham. Then the top of the order. So here is Trio against Reed. 6-6. Fly ball to right. That's 1 away. And that'll bring up the pitcher. 6-7. 6-7 is a ground ball, second base X. Second baseman is Sizemore. Sizemore, 3E12. So we'll check the 3E12. 3 and a 16, he'll get to that. That's an 11. E12, second baseman. There is no 11, so it's a good play for Sizemore. And there's 2 up, 2 down for De Jesus. 4-6. Struck him out. It's going to end the inning. So Ron Reed bringing some stability back to the Phillies. 1-2-3 on the Cubs. Go to the bottom of the 4th. It is 5-0. And Bill Bonham back out. Enjoying that run support. He'll be facing top of the order Gary Maddox. 5-8. 5-8's a strikeout. Struck him out. 1 away. Brings up Larry Boa. 6-8. Switch hitter batting left. 6-8 is that's going to break up the no-hitter. Just in the 4th inning though, so it's not a big deal. 1-8's a double. 9-20 is a single. It's a single. So Boa, 1 out single. Now, he did steal 32 bases, only caught 3 times, but you're down 5-0. Do you risk it? We're going to see if he can get the jump, because if he gets the jump, he starts out as a 19. So, pretty good chance he's going to be guaranteed to make it. It's a 9, so he did not get the jump, so they're not going to steal. We're going to go ahead and let Mike Schmidt swing away. 5-4. Ground ball, third base X. That's Anaveros. And he's made a couple of errors here to begin the season. Anaveros 4, E22. 4 and a 10, he'll get to that. E22, and there's a 5, so that's a rare play. So a 4 and a 10 is a G3. So we go to G3 for the rare play. Batter lines a shot that hits the mound and deflects to the fielder who makes the play at first for the out. All runners advance. So it's actually going to technically be a 1-5-3 on the out, and Boa will go to second. So there's 2 down for the bull, Greg Luzinski. 6-10, fly ball center field X. That is the center fielder, Morales. And Morales, defensively, in center is a 2E5. 2 and a 17, he'll get to that. Let's check the E5, and that is a 10. Pretty sure there's no error on the 10, so it's a good play. And the inning is over. So the Phillies get their first hit, but that's about all they can claim, as Bonham keeping them in check through 4. We go to the 5th. Still 5-0 Cubs. And back for his second inning of work is Ron Reed. And leading off for the Cubbies will be Jose Cardinal. 0 for 2. 6-9. 6-9 is not going to be 0 for 2 anymore. 1 to 14 is a triple. 15 to 20 is a double. That's a double for Jose Cardinal. Leading off the 5th. Here's Larry Bentner. 210 for Bentner. 1's a single. Anything else he lines to first. And when you know you can roll a 1. It's the way it's been going for the Phillies. It's a base hit, single 1 star, 5% chance, and he found it. So I have a weird propensity for rolling 1s on D20s. I don't know how I do it so often, but I do, which is why I had 4 wild pitches in the in the Lemanchik game with Toronto. Dyslexic dice rolling, I guess. Let's see here, 1-4 for Mercer. And that is a ballpark single check. Again, it's only 1 to 6 because of the bad weather. But it's a 2, so what do you know? It comes through again. It's a base hit. That will score Cardinal. And the Cubs lead it by the score of 6-0 as Bentner stops at second. Still nobody out. 2 on for Jerry Morales. 5-5 is a ground ball shortstop beat. It's a fielder's choice. So Mercer's out 6-4 at second base. Morales takes first and Bentner goes to third. Runners on the corners with 1 out. And Steve Ontiveros, the batter. 3-11. Ground ball first base C. That's going to bring home the run. As the ground ball C does allow Bentner to score. It is now 7-0. Morales goes to second. 7-0 Cubs. Here's Mitterwald. 6-11, and that's a ballpark home run chance, 1 to 7. And the way I've been rolling these low D20s, I could very well be a home run. It is. It's a 3. I rolled a 1, a 2, and a 3, all right in a row. Go figure. And Mitterwald goes deep. And Ron Reed not liking the way I rolled the D20s. 2-run homer. 4 runs this inning. It is now 9-0 in favor of the Cubs. And all these runs have gotten Tabby very upset. So she has been crying over here, so I better take a cat scratch break, like Ted Nugent's cat scratch fever. And now we'll put her down so I can keep going. But it even stirred Tabby up, all these weird D20 rolls. So away we go, 5-10, and that is a fly to right to end the inning mercifully. 4 runs come in. It is 9-0 as we go to the bottom of the 5th. And obviously that's going to most likely be all for Ron Reed. So, what did I do here? Did I put... Don't tell me I put the wrong card up there. I had Gary Maddox's card up there for some strange reason. I don't know how that happened. So I think I just screwed up the whole game. Or the whole inning, I mean. Don't know how that happened, but it did. Don't know how to take it back now. Unless I replay the whole inning. I guess I could do that. I could go back and replay the whole inning, and I think that's what I'm going to do, because obviously I didn't realize I had Gary Maddox's card up there instead of Ron Reed. At least that's what I'm thinking. Unfortunately, I can't go back and check the video. I have to just do what I have here. But I'm thinking Maddox was up there because of that ground ball C, first base C play that I had. So what I'm thinking is that I messed that up. So what I'm going to do is pause the video, and we're going to wipe all this out and replay the 5th inning. Okay, I'm back. This has been a strange evening here with the live video thing not working, and then me bringing out Gary Maddox to put into pitch by mistake instead of Ron Reed. So I've gone and whited out that whole inning like it never existed. So we're going to go back and redo, hit the restart button, take a mulligan if you're going to use the golf example. We're back to a 5-0 game, and Cardinal is going to lead off the 5th against Ron Reed. 6-11 is a fly ball right field X. That is the right fielder John Stone. And John Stone in right is a 3-E4. 3 and a 15 is a good play. Let's check the E4. That is a 9, E4 and a 9. There is no 9, so it's a good play for John Stone. And there is one away. Cardinal is retired. Here's Bittner. Well, I'm just embarrassed that even happened to me. I don't know what I was doing there or what I was thinking, but weird things happen. It's not even a full moon, I don't think. 312 is a ballpark home run chance for Bittner. 1-7 would do it. It's a 17 though, so he's going to fly to right. 2 down. And that'll bring up Mercer. 6-10, the lefty. 6-10, ground ball to first base. Handled by Orge. And the inning's over. So instead of 9-0, it's still back to 5-0. And the Phillies are still technically in the game, obviously. And now, Bonham back out to pitch. Start the 5th. And he'll be facing John Stone, the right fielder. 2-3 for John Stone. That's a ballpark single check. 1-6 would do it for a single. But it's a 7, so he just missed it. It's a liner to second. 1 away for Bob Boone. 4-11 against Bonham is a ground ball to short, and that's 2 away. And for anybody that's just watching my channel for the first time and seeing this game, this is not normally, I normally do not play this poorly. It's just a snafu of some sort. I don't know what happened, but sometimes when you're doing a video, weird things can happen. Hopefully I got it corrected now. 3-4. Fly ball to right. I'm sorry, fly ball to left. And the inning is over. So one thing that doesn't need apologies is Bill Bonham's pitching. He has shut out the Phils through the first 5 innings. And the Cubs continue to hold that 5-0 lead. Ron Reed in for another inning of work. He's scheduled to bat second next inning, so they want to get him through this inning. Then use a pinch hitter for him. Here's Morales. 2-6 from Morales is a solid single. So a leadoff single for Jerry Morales. He's no threat to steal. So here's Anaveros. 4-4 is a fly ball center field X. That's Gary Maddox. And once again, Gary Maddox is a 1-E11. 1-E11, 1-18 is an F3. And then an E11 and a 15. E11, there is no 15. There is no 15, and runners at first has to hold. So it's a fly out to center. 1 down for George Mitterwald, and he lost a home run because of my snafu, which it wasn't deserved anyway, because it was hitting off of Maddox. 2 is a potential balk or a pass ball. No balk rating for Reed, so there will not be a balk. Mitterwald back in, 1-9. He's going to strike him out. That's out number 2. And here is Manny Trio. Trio 1-7. That's going to be a base hit. 1-7 is a double. 8-20 is a single. 2 stars for each. It's a single with 2 stars. That'll put runners at the corners with 2 outs for the pitcher Bonham, who is hitting off of pitcher hitting card number 4. I'll just hold it here. Pitcher hitting card number 4. And we're off the pitcher card anyway. Ron Reed 6-6 is a fly ball to right, and that's going to end the inning. So Ron Reed gets 3 shutout innings of relief to kind of save the bullpen a little bit. Cubs, though, still very much in charge by a score of 5-0. And now I have to figure out who's going to pinch hit for Reed. And it appears that it's going to be know what? They're going to use Davey Johnson, former Mets manager. Davey Johnson will pinch hit. But first of all, Sizemore is going to lead off, and then Johnson will hit second as a pinch hitter. So right now, it'll be Sizemore, then Johnson, then Maddox against Bonham, who's been in control. 6-11. Ballpark single check, 1-6. It's an 18 though, so he's in a line to short. One away, and now the pinch hitter Johnson is up. 4-6, and he's going to strike him out. So Davey Johnson fails as a pinch hitter as he goes with the whiff. Here's Gary Maddox, 3-12. Ballpark home run chance, 1-7. And it's a home run, it's a 2, so it's a home run for Gary Maddox. Finally getting the Phillies on the board. And after all the mess they've done, they're only down 5-1, so with their lineup, 4 runs is nothing. They can come back very easily. Here's Boa, 1-12, that's a walk. So Boa's aboard, and he's going to think about trying to get in the scoring position because getting to second would be huge. So he's going to try to get the jump. 5, he does get the jump. He starts as a 19. Bonham's a +1. Mitterwald, the catcher, is a 0. So that makes him a 20. But he's being held, so that would make him an 18. So 1-18, and he's going to make it. And he does. Stolen base for Boa. So he's in scoring position for Schmidt. Base hit from Schmidt can produce another run. 6-3, and that's a fly ball left field X. That's Cardinal. And Cardinal, not a very good fielder, I don't believe. 4-3. He may not get to this, but he does. 4-17. He'll get to that. And then that's an 11. E3, there is no 11. And that's going to end the inning. So Cardinal makes the play. And the Phillies get 1, but that was it. They had a chance to get more, but couldn't quite pull it off. We go to the 7th. And it is still, or it is now, 5-1 Cubs. And now we need a new pitcher for the Phillies. And that pitcher is going to be Warren Brewster. No relation to Punky. Warren Brewster. Right-hander. And he'll be starting off facing the top of the order, Ivan DeJesus, followed by Cardinal and Vintner. Start at the top of the 7th. 1-10. Fly to right. 1 away. Here's Cardinal. 5-8. 5-8 is a ground ball to short. 2 down. And here's Larry Vintner. 3-9. 3-9 is a ground ball to first. 3 up, 3 down. Brewster. So Brewster and Reed have put the kibosh on the Cubs after the 5-run explosion against Twitchell. And they're hoping their offense can help them out. All right, now Bonham, 6th inning was his point of weakness inning. He did give up a home run and a walk, but he still has to give up 2 more things to reach a point of weakness. So bullpen is on standby, but here's Luzinski. 2-5, that's a solid single, so 1 more hit or a walk, and he will be at his point of weakness. Here's Jay Johnstone. Bullpen is active. It's a 1. So wild pitch rating is only a 2 though on Bonham, so most likely not going to be a wild pitch. It's a 10, so there's no wild pitch. Bonham 1-6. For Johnstone is a walk, and that's going to mean that he is now tired. He is at his point of weakness. And Boone is the batter. And they're going to see if Bonham can go 1 more batter, and then that's going to be it. 2-9 for Boone. Struck him out. So it struck him out for out number 1. They're going to go ahead and see if they can keep him going and try to avoid those circles. It is a 4-4 against the lefty. Ground ball shortstop X, that is DeJesus. He is a 2. 2E36. 2 and a 9, he'll get to that. 11 on an E36. There is no 11. The 2 and the 9 is a G2, which is a force play. So they were able to get the force play 6-4 on Johnstone for out number 2. But now runners are at the corners with 2 outs for Ted Sizemore. Here is Sizemore. 1-7. That's a single, 2 stars, and that's going to be it for Bonham. They tried to go as long as they could to get him through this inning, but didn't work out. Luzinski will score. Orge will go to third. Runners are at the corners with 2 outs. And we got a pinch hitter for the pitcher coming up. And the pinch hitter is going to face a new batter, or new pitcher though. So first of all, the Cubs need to declare who their pitcher is going to be. And then the Phillies have to declare who they're going to bring in as a pinch hitter. So for the Cubs rather, right-hander Paul Russell is going to come on in relief. And now the Phils will be bringing in a pinch hitter to face him. And it's going to be Tim McCarver. So Tim McCarver is going to pinch hit for Brewster in a big spot against Russell. 110, that was a 110 ballpark single check, and again it's a 1-6. It's a 19, so he's going to line to second, and the inning is over. But another run for the Phils, and after 7 complete, it is the Cubs 5 and the Phillies 2. And now we need to get a new pitcher for the Phils. And the new pitcher is going to be Gene Garber. So Gene Garber is in for the Phils as Brewster is out of the game. And it's going to be Mercer, Morales, and Ontiveros to lead things off against Gene Garber. Start the 8th. 5-2. 4-2 for Garber against a lefty is a ground ball to second, and that's 1 away. That will bring up Jerry Morales, center fielder. 5-10 is a fly ball to right field, and that's 2 down. 2 up, 2 down for Ontiveros. 1-5 for Ontiveros is a 2-out walk. So Garber issues the free pass, and it's going to bring up Manny Trio. We get a 4-9. 4-9 is a strike him out, and that's going to end the inning. Garber sets down Trio, and that's it for the Cubbies. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Actually, that was supposed to be Mitterwald, not Trio. I had those guys backwards, but it was off of pitcher cards, so it didn't matter anyway. It is still going to be a good play. It'll just be Mitterwald striking out, not Trio. So, fortunately, that little snafu didn't cost me. Alright, so Russell back in. Be facing the top of the order, Gary Maddox. Gary Maddox. Trying to get the Phils back in this game. They are back in the game, but try to get them closer. It's 5-2 right now. 4-10 for Russell. Catcher X, and that's Mitterwald. And Mitterwald is a 3-E3. 3 and a 13. 3 and a 13 is a P/F, but nobody's on base, so it's simply a pop-up. And then a 15, and he's an E3. There is no 15, so it's good play for Mitterwald on a pop-up. And there's a 1 away. And Tabby's making more noise. I don't know if she's going to have to come back up here or what she's going to do. Didn't need the D20. 6-8 for Boa. 6-8 to strikeout. So 2 up, 2 down. And that's going to bring up Schmidt. 5-3. Fly ball left field X. That is Cardinal. He's a 4. 4 and 11. He'll get to that. He is an 3, and that's a 9. E3 and a 9. 3 and a 9. There is no 9. 4 and 11 is... Actually, I take it back. I assumed too much. 4 and 11 is actually an SI2. So, my mistake. That is a single for Schmidt. I was thinking that he didn't get to it, but he did. Here's Luzinski. 2-7. And that's a strikeout. So, Luzinski out on strikes. And the inning's over. So, we go to the 9th. Cubbies do have Bruce Sutter in the bullpen loosening in case they need him in the 9th. We'll see how it goes. Russell's done well though. So, but Russell will be pinch hit for in the top of the 9th. It'll be trio and then a pinch hitter. And let's see who the pinch hitter is going to be. Pinch hitter for the Cubs is going to be Greg Gross. So Greg Gross will be coming on. It'll be Trio, Gross, and DeJesus. So Trio, Gross, and DeJesus here in the 9th to face Gene Garber. 3-6 for Trio, and he's going to strike out. Trio out on strikes. Here is Greg Gross, the pinch hitter. 4-11 against a lefty is a fly to center. Handled by Maddox, 2 away. And that'll bring up DeJesus. 2-2 for DeJesus. That's a single to left field. So the inning continues. DeJesus did steal 24 bases. But they're going to go ahead and let Cardinal swing away. 1-8. Ground ball to short. That's going to end the inning. And we go to the bottom of the 9th. Last chance for the Phillies. New pitcher for the Cubs will be Bruce Sutter, coming on to try to wrap this thing up. Bruce Sutter. A rare chance for Sutter to come in and pitch only 1 inning with a 3-run lead. He's going to get the modern day save chance. The modern cheap save, not like they did back in '77, but like they're doing now, where they get those cheap saves. And this will be considered a cheap save. Right here for sure. Here's Johnstone. 6-7. Struck him out on away. Cheap or not, Sutter will take it, and so will the Cubs. Here's Boone. 6-5. Struck him out. 2 down. Last chance is Dane Orge. 6-6 against the lefty. Struck him out, so Sutter strikes out the side and gets the save the cheap way. 5-1. I'm sorry, 5-2 the final. Be right back with the totals. Okay, as I'm trying to total the scores, we got another visit from Tabby, who likes to intervene. So sometimes that can be a little distracting as well. But Al, Red Sox fan, is a fan of Tabby, so this one's for you, Al. This little mini thing here of Tabby, if I can get her to turn around. Tabby, turn around for Al. Tabby. Tabby, turn around for Al. Let Al see you, Tabby. Tabby. I didn't say sit here, Tabby. I said let Al see you. Let Al see you, Tabby. Tabby, come here. Ruby. Tabby, come here. Turn this way. There you go. Now Al, now everybody can see you. Little Tabby. Alright, that's enough of the cat. Alright, let's get back to totaling here. Okay, the final line score. The Cubs 5, the Phillies 2, 5 runs, 7 hits, no errors, and 6 left for the Cubs. 2 runs, 5 hits, no errors, and 5 left for the Phillies. Winning pitcher was Bill Bonham. 6 2/3, gave up 4 hits and 2 runs, both earned. 1 being a homer by Maddox. Walked 2, struck out 5 to get the win. Russell, an inning and a third, only gave up 1 hit, struck out 2. Sutter for the 2nd save of the season. 1 inning pitch, striking out all 3 he faced. Twitchell for the Phillies. Trouble early, 3 innings pitched, gave up 4 hits and 5 runs, 1 being the home run by Mercer, and he even had a wild pitch that factored into some of that. Walked 3, struck out 4. Ron Reed really well in relief, 3 innings, giving up only 2 hits and nothing else, striking out 2. Warren Brewster, 1 inning pitched, retired all 3 he faced. Gene Garber, 2 innings pitched, gave up a hit, a walk, and 2 strikeouts to finish things out. So with that win, the Cubs improved to 2-1. The Phillies dropped to 2-1. Off day tomorrow in the season, as today was April 11th in the season. April 12th is an off day. April 13th will be the final game of the 2-game series from the vet, and it'll be the Cubs and the Phillies seeing who can go to 3-1. So until next time, hope you enjoy playing whatever game you choose to play, however you choose to play it, and I will see you all down the road.